set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. This one away by the punter, Dar. This is taken at the 15. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, here we go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Here we go now.
Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Watch him now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dion Lewis, her first carry for the expatriate, takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing, Mariota, and finding Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Buying time to his left. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
A second down throw here for Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watching that, Mark.
Allen now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. His throw incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Third and goal. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. To throw, it's Allen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Lewis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mariota now on second down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. Third down here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But to drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On third down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. A little juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Leopard! Gone!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mariota from the gun on third down. They still can't get it. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. So we reach halftime here with a visiting time. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mariota on first down. Now he's going to go up top over and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was. Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively. Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And that's precisely what allowed that defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. He's back to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And Dion Lewis, the 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 91 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mariota here to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Star Latulippe getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Mariota to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And that's complete to Lewis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota. Has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take it for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart, we got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team of the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart, we got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow, bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo, shorty wanna me cousin, wearing gold, I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove, big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the flow, 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt, boy I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt, call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star, I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large, and it's crazy how last year was on my garage, now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow, bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I could never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in it. Passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on third down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota now to throw on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 28 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go on 4th. Watson looking long for time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. Pass incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Being chased out left. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this out past the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Mariota on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. To throw Mariota. And David is with it left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota now from the 50. He gets away from 1. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mariota again. Well, going deep here for Taylor. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Derrick Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told them, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On third down, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey. 4 down. I got it. Target.
On second down, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Richmond. We're set. Come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's full. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Richmond.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, 52 yards. And the Texans can take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
To throw on second is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a two-point conversion will tie the game. So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They'll try and run it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, flag 22! Flag 22! Come back, come back! Richmond, Richmond! Richmond, Richmond!
And Watson's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. Completion left side to Miller. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.